do another one, but as Carlos reminded us, it's coming up to the anniversary of Pulse Note Club, so I'm going to do my one about it, which was 49 Souls. Woo! One pulse. We all share the same pulse. Denial can be welcome, but it is riddled in skulls. You expect enigmas answered, but they will never bring results unless we don't forget we're engulfed by the pulse. One kiss, in a moment of bliss. It sent ripples across the boundaries, now hands they tense on gun grips. The cliffs that we shift as we fight to exist, they dismiss all the risks that we take for one kiss. Two men, an expression from the heart. Repercussions farmed, preconceptions can alarm. In an age where we are left to our devices in the dark to understand our place, because we'll never see the stars. Two hands, lock fingers down the road, an act of purest love, and yet it also sounds the load of a barrel full of bullets. Hear the cocking trigger, pull it. Under forecast of the fallen, we still bear the colours fullest. I can feel them. I can feel them in me rise. Let them rise without guise, bear witness by their eyes. Though the tremors tread nearer, they will never break our stride. See, you can take the air I breathe, the life I lead and all my needs, but you will never take my pride. It's a symbol to the skies, it's a testament of mine. To my culture, to my movement, to my home I'm always prudent. In life we are all students, we all have goals, we're just trying to make it to them. So here's a lesson in illusions. Unless you seek the truth, you can never see through them. Ignorance is bliss, but only for the witness. And I survived the venom vexing and all the vitriol, but when my people started dying, that was when I hit the wall. I hit the wall because who's fit the rule? You're against us if you're silent when our bodies hit the floor. I'm vehement and I'm critical. At night I watch the city fall, I hear the rallied ridicule. The city's cold, the city's cruel. We've taken steps towards the future, and yet we never do arrive at destinations, consecrations, or the tasting of the prize. For every inch of progress, we are meters more deprived of all the things that make us human, but are distant in our eyes. You see, nothing separates us, so much more relates us. Flesh and blood does bond and bind, it filters out the tasteless. You cut us, and we bleed. That pain does not escape us. You can infringe on pages written, but you will never be narrators. 49 souls hit that floor. But what did you ignite? The embers in us stored. Inside of us, confided us. I knew it did reside in us. You take all that we have, but you will never have the pride in us. It's a stirring in surroundings. It's a presence on the loom. And in spite of all these actions, it's a way out of the gloom. It's a shift in the perspective. It's a movement beneath. It's a surge into the surface, and it ushers in defeat. But along the boulevard where the red dawn hits, I drag my knuckles on the ground. In the centre of the traffic, I pass my love, I pass the crown. To the passers unaffected by the abundance of evading lives, in sheer desperation of hope that they may sympathise with straining sighs. They smile so politely, but I spent a lifetime seeing through facades, and I could have given up, I could have fell back in the dark, but instead I felt a sense of self-worth and a desire for my kin. I could have given up, but instead I just imagine that there's a whisper in the visions, that there's a void that can be filled, that there's a red brick throne will fly and break down walls they built in spite. Now there's a pause in the peripheral and there's a morphing in the tones. It's so sad the way the sea falls, because I just want my brothers home. 49 souls hit that floor. What did you ignite? The embers in a store. Thank you.